Hey Sooner Scoop, Spaceman here, back with another video. With Jerry Schmidt being around and OU probably not putting out quite as much of the video content of the workouts that we were used to under Wiley, I thought I'd offer a bit of commentary on some of the stuff that I've seen in the small bits of content they have put out. First off, I want to point out one picture first. This is actually the last picture that's posted on their IG, but I think it's one that sort of symbolizes kind of a deeper concept. When it comes to strength coaches, there's not really anything new. There's no like magic bean or magic strategy that automatically makes a team a winner. There's no specific exercise or specific workout or thing that you can do as a team or as a coach that is going to absolutely make your team win. But one of the things that is most important is camaraderie, building a culture of holding each other accountable, building a culture of being strong as a unit. And if you're only as weak as the weakest person in that length of chain, and bringing your brother or sister up. That is so important when it comes to strength and conditioning. A lot of people talked about the day one, some players saying, it wasn't as hard as what they made it out to be. And I'm sure that's coming, but OU wasn't far off to begin with. And I think what's going to be really cool and kind of pivotal for them is to see that new culture being built of this. Not to say that they didn't have a team first mindset, but Jerry Schmidt is going to absolutely bring that aspect to this football team. So I think this picture kind of symbolizes that. It's probably clapping up before or at the end of a workout. Just to kind of, bring everybody together, get everybody focused, just that kind of thing if you've ever been in team sports. Next, we got Key Lawrence working. Usually on these day ones of training, it's a lot of getting acclimated to the kind of warm-ups the new coach is going to have you do, some of the types of dynamic work, maybe before or after a session. Schmidty is well known for having guys run, so probably a whole lot of running. Things that these guys certainly have done, but it's not about the exercise. It's more about the intent behind it. It's more about why are you doing this, and are you doing this to try and improve yourself, or are you just doing this because it's the exercise that you're told to do that day? Intent matters so much when it comes to both the player and the coach. If that's not there, you basically just have empty exercises. So, obviously Key Lawrence here is working. I believe that's Key Lawrence, almost positive, one of my favorite players. But that's so important. Here we see Drake Stoops. This is probably him, not probably, this is almost exactly him after the end of a broad jump. He's landing from a broad jump. Schmidty, I know, is very well known. I mean, all strength coaches, but Schmidty loves a lot of the big dynamic ballistic stuff in a lot of sessions. Football is a dynamic sport. It's a sport where there's a lot of variability with how you're going to move. And the more you can move in practice and get good at moving in practice, accelerating, decelerating, changing direction, even if it's not a change of direction drill, but just something that's having you move and land, it's going to, if there's good intent behind it, which again, we come to that word, that's what a lot of this is all about. If there's good intent behind it and it's being done for the right reasons, and it's being done, there's going to be value out of it. Here, we see the legend himself, probably coaching up the guys. Looks like they're doing a little crossover, kind of hip or glute med stretch right there, so nothing crazy on that. So much of coaching and being a strength coach isn't about the exercises. It's not about the programming. I mean, that stuff's important. It's so much about, can you build buy-in from each player individually, and will those players buy into what you're trying to achieve as a team? If you don't have that, you don't have a good team. So you could have all of the best exercises, the best equipment, the best facilities, the best chef, everything that money can buy. If you don't have buy-in and a love for what you're doing and putting great intent behind it, you will not win. Here, got a good little change of direction drill. I'm not too for sure who that is, but I won't name a name here since I'm not sure. Excellent. Looks like he's changing direction. This is a deceleration into an acceleration. So it could be a 5-10-5, could be some kind of other cone drill. So not too sure what they were running here, but do a lot of this stuff before and after practices. Maybe mix it in with some of the strength work or some of the speed work. There's a lot of ways to mix in agility stuff on this. You're just coaching the guys to get low, be good with their feet, be fast with their feet, have a good entry, good exit angle, just do all the right things when it comes to how they're moving. That's what we're seeing here. And Schmidty's kind of well known for doing a bunch of stuff like this. He likes the big group circuit stuff where it's timed, right? He get pissed if we don't make our time. The time, although vital, it's just a limit pusher, right? It's not magic. It's just something that a lot of coaches do it, but it's something that forces you to maybe push beyond what you think you could. And it also, as a player, it allows you to see progress in kind of a different way, right? It's one thing to lift more weight than you've lifted before. It's another to conquer a massive, massive hill or get over that massive mountain when maybe you couldn't before. A guy like Orlando Brown, or maybe guys they currently have in the system who maybe struggled in the weight room or with the running or with the hurdles or with the wickets, whatever it might be, and maybe struggling with the aspect of doing that stuff in a timely manner and getting it all done. Man, when you finally get it done, it is so meaningful, and you have your teammates cheering you on, you have coaches cheering you on. There's a desire to get it done. If the coach is a good coach, there's going to be a desire to get it done because you're going to not want to disappoint your coach. Like it is such a great tool for training a team and just having a standard, an elite standard for everybody that everybody must hit. That's kind of the reason behind the time stuff. So hope you guys enjoy this. I'll leave you with that. It's a pleasure doing stuff for